Have you ever wondered what would happen if humanity simply vanished? One moment, the world is a symphony of 7 billion lives. The next, an eerie, profound silence. Picture this. Bustling city streets, highways packed with cars, skyscrapers touching the clouds, all suddenly empty. A single traffic light sways in the wind, its rhythmic clicking the only sound left. This isn't the plot of a science fiction movie. It's a journey into the future of our planet, a world without us. What would Earth look like if we were gone? In the first few days, the world we built would begin to unravel. Without human hands to maintain them, our complex systems would fail. Power grids would flicker and die, plunging entire continents into an unprecedented darkness, a blackout from which there's no recovery. The only light would be the stars, brighter than any living person has ever seen. Beneath the silent cities, a different kind of chaos would unfold. The pumps that keep our underground subway systems dry would stop, and within hours, tunnels would fill with water, transforming into subterranean rivers. The world would hold its breath, waiting for the first signs of nature's return. A month after our departure, the consequences of our legacy would become starkly clear. Without technicians to manage their cooling systems, nuclear power plants around the globe would fail, leading to meltdowns far more devastating than Chernobyl. Radioactive steam would vent into the atmosphere, creating exclusion zones that would last for centuries. But even amidst this man-made disaster, life would find a way. In our cities, the first green shoots of reclamation would appear. Determined weeds would crack through pavement, and grass would sprout on abandoned highways. Nature, patient and persistent, would begin its slow, steady work of erasing our footprint. Fast forward 25 years and our concrete jungles would be transformed into actual jungles. Cities like New York and London would be unrecognizable, their streets replaced by lush forests, and their buildings covered in thick blankets of ivy. Famous landmarks we once marveled at, like the Colosseum or the Sydney Opera House, would be draped in vines, becoming monuments to a forgotten age. Animal populations, no longer constrained by human presence, would explode. Herds of deer would graze in Times Square, and wolves would hunt through the overgrown suburbs of Paris. With our polluting factories silent, the air and water would cleanse themselves, returning to a pristine clarity not seen in millennia. 3 centuries after our disappearance, the iconic symbols of our engineering prowess would start to crumble. Steel, the backbone of our civilization, is vulnerable to rust. Without maintenance, magnificent structures built to defy gravity would succumb to it. The Eiffel Tower, a lattice of corroding iron, would collapse under its own weight. The great suspension bridges, like the Golden Gate Bridge, would see their cables snap, sending their decks plunging into the waters below. Concrete, while more durable, would also begin to crack and break apart, worn down by the relentless cycle of freezing and thawing. Our modern world would be little more than a collection of ruins. After 10,000 years, almost every trace of our existence would be gone. Our houses, our books, our digital records all turned to dust. The only evidence that we were ever here would be the massive structures we built from stone. The Great Pyramids of Giza, the Great Wall of China, and the carved faces of Mount Rushmore might still stand, weathered and worn but recognizable. These silent sentinels would be the last remnants of human civilization, ancient monuments in a world that has been completely reclaimed by nature. The Earth would continue to spin, a vibrant, thriving planet, its long human chapter finally closed.